hello, beautiful people. How are you today? Welcome back to another episode of Amazing Community Bazaar podcast with me, Ingrid Galloway. I am one of the founders of Amazing Community Bazaar and also the relationship coach, chief relaxation officer, trainer of Kayangan, and Miss Allure Ambassador. That's a mouthful. And today I am being accompanied by this beautiful lady, Wendy Richards. Wendy is a single mom and a super multitasker. She is a full-time carer for her mom, homeschool her two crazy intelligent kids, learn the drums, and the scout leader, amongst many other things. And also the founder and maker of her own business, Lilly Me. She started Lilly Me as she found out that by keeping her hands busy, her ADHD mind would calm down. But then she ended up with so many beautiful handmade things, as we do, that she had to do something with them. And therefore, the store was born. She makes wreaths, handmade candles, bath salts, macramé, and her best-selling bracelets. She loves to incorporate genuine crystals into everything. I love crystals as well. I'm wearing one at the moment. She was trying to make everything as sustainable and eco-friendly as she could. And Wendy's mission is to continue to create good quality, genuine handmade items and continue to learn and branch out into creations that her customers want, as her business is all about the customer and what they want. Welcome, Wendy.
Hello.
Hi. Beautiful lady. Please tell me more about yourself. What's your journey that gets you to where you are now?
It's been an interesting journey. I was never very well. I was, I guess, a little crafty, but I never sort of ventured into it. I did a lot more with the drama and
Yeah.
theatre and things like that.
Yeah.
Dancing, that was where my creativity was growing up.
Yes.
I've always enjoyed doing things, but I've never done it. And then having my children, becoming single, getting my diagnoses, all those sorts of things happening. And I found that I couldn't sit still at all. There was no sitting still. There was no sitting down. There was no watching TV. If I was sitting in front of the TV, I had a tablet. I was reading. I was on my phone. I was doing 16 at once.
Yeah.
And I needed to relax, and I couldn't figure out how to do that.
Yeah.
But then I found that by sitting down and making something,
Yes.
I was forced to sit still. And my mind would calm down and I could actually focus on things a lot easier. And I guess from that, I wanted to think, okay, what can I do that will help us financially, ideally?
Yes.
You know, we wanted to have a few more dollars in our pocket if we could. My little ones were still quite young at that stage. But then we moved up to a more rural area, which was a brand new eye-opener for me because I've been a city girl my entire life.
Right.
It opens a lot more different doors because you can't just walk outside and go for a little walk up the street because there's no footpaths out here. You see a horse walk past every now and then, but there's no footpaths.
Yeah. And
So
shopping is half an hour away.
Everything is half an hour away. So if I want to do something, I plan it all on the same day and I go for a drive.
Right. Yes.
So it's opened a few more things for us to do, and we come outside a lot more. The business, I try and involve my kids in everything, especially since now we homeschool.
Yeah.
And our way of learning more than anything for these two, because they're not really sit down at a desk type learn type kids.
Right.
They have to be moving or they have to be doing. So with both of their diagnoses, we've found that throughout our journey, it's easier for them to learn by doing. So the business, when we make candles or we have bath salt day, we're all out here. You know, all of us are making them. We're all adding this. We're all adding that. We're mixing this. We're trying that. So it's a family thing.
Oh, wonderful. So everyone is involved.
That's
the
right.
creator. Everyone's a creator of Lilly Me.
It is. And in fact,
Wow.
it's just been so nice to see because they both want to get involved and they both want to learn how to do stuff. So that's really nice to see.
Yes. Oh, that's so beautiful. And what's your greatest achievement to date?
I'll be definitely the two of my monsters in there. My kids.
Yes.
Without them, I don't think I'd be anywhere near where I am now. they are my drive. They are the reason for
Yes.
getting up. They're the reason for continuing and to keep looking for different things to do. They're my challenge. Every day there
Mm.
is like, what should we do with you guys today? What are you interested in? And at the
Yes.
moment it's space everything. So we're looking at space everything. 11 o'clock at night, and I have my 8-year-old saying, Mum,
Yeah.
what's a particle accelerator? And I'm like, dude, it's bedtime. You need to look up this tomorrow. Can we do that tomorrow? So they're very smart and they come up with the most incredible questions. So
Mm.
having that coming into me and then me needing to feed back answers or direct them into the proper way of finding that answer and researching for themselves,
Yeah.
that is what keeps me going, and that is my greatest achievement because they keep me learning
Yeah.
and they keep me interacting.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, I am a coach, but I cannot say that, the clients actually just learning from me. No, I am learning from them. By coaching them, I'm actually learning a lot from my clients.
Mm,
Always learning, forever student over
always.
here.
Always.
Yes. So, what made you choose the business that you are in now? You are very specific in, yes, you are a creator, but why such things that you create?
They pretty much call me. What usually happens is if I'm starting to get a little bored or I'm not sure
Mm,
what to do,
yeah,
I go onto Pinterest and
yeah.
then I lose like the next week. Oh, I like that. Oh, that looks good. I want to
It's
try that
it's a
one.
black hole. It just sucks you in.
It is. And then I sort of stop myself and go, you know what? I need to find something to do. So let's just
Mm,
figure out which one of these we want to do next. And that's pretty much what it is. I'm drawn to basically what draws me. And
yeah.
I'm like, well, okay, I really like this one. I keep coming back to it. I'm going to have a really good look at that, see if there's
Yes.
something I can do with it, and
Yes.
then do it. And that's when I do my next one, or I try something slightly different, or I try a different range of knots, or it's just something I see
Yeah.
usually, or something one of my clients, one of my people have just gone, oh, I really like that, but is it possible to have it with this crystal or in this
Yes.
different way, or could we have the 3 wraps in a different wrap, and can I have the baubles in these colors or whatever it is? And that's what then makes me go, okay, yeah, sure, we can do that. And then I'll have to sit down, have a think about it, look at it, figure it out, do a few tests and go,
Yes.
yep, we can definitely do that. Let's get going.
Oh, that's
Um,
amazing.
so
That's
yeah,
great. That's great. Now show me. I'm curious. Show me and tell me about your 2 bestsellers.
my 2 best sellers, usually my bracelets mainly.
Yeah.
Probably the blue crystal, the Austrian crystal bracelet. Everyone
Yeah.
loves this one, the blue and the gold. Um,
Beautiful.
These are really cool, and they're adjustable, of course. So I can make
Yeah.
it whatever sizes. I can make the necklaces. I can make anklets and so on as well. So
Mm.
definitely the crystal bracelets. So all of the adjustable bracelets, pretty much. The
Yes.
blues are very popular. The pinks are coming up more popular. But
Hmm.
then I've got these ones, which are the main crystals, and people really like these. And they're actually an actual crystal cluster.
Yeah.
So this one's sodalite, but I have amethyst and I have white howlite. I've got
Mm.
all sorts of different crystals. I mean, we've got the obsidian as well. So we've got a lot of different ones. And I like to
Yes.
add a little bit of the protection into them too. I mean, people don't necessarily know that obsidian is actually a very protective crystal. So
Yeah.
I usually throw a little bit of obsidian into a lot of the things that I make because it's a protector and it's going to help no matter what. So people may not know they're
Amazing.
getting protection, but they're getting protection.
Lovely.
So yeah,
Added benefit.
yes.
Yeah. And the second bestseller?
They're not yet because no one knows about them, but I have a feeling they're about to be.
All
There are these
right.
my brand new ones, never been made.
Yes.
I made them on the weekend.
Right.
They're called micro macramé. They're little micro macramé owls,
Oh, look at
and I've got them on
that.
key rings that I've made the crystals and the
It
feathers to
has
go with them.
crystals.
Of
Yes.
course, and I've got different colors. So we've got the purple with the amethysts,
Uh-huh.
and we've got the rose quartz as well at the moment. But they can all be made in different colors and different.
Yeah.
That one's got the heart on it as well.
Yeah. Oh, beautiful.
So
So cute.
they're very cute. I do love owls. Owls
Yeah.
are a big driver in our house. My daughter is owl mad. So everything we
Right.
make is usually owl related.
Owls.
If I slow down, it's like, oh, let's try the owls. So yeah,
Naturally, drawn to owls. Okay,
definitely.
so what's your number one favorite of all time?
That's a really hard one.
I know.
It's probably it's the macramé making now, because it's a larger knot and I get to
Mhm,
practice. And the last one I did was supposed to be just a two-piece color one,
mhm.
but it ended up being two pieces with many layers because it just kept saying it needed more. And
Okay.
I just sort of said to the person who was who asked for it, I said, "Look, this is what you asked for, but it's telling me it needs more. Are you okay with it being this big now?" And they're like, "No, it's gorgeous, thank you." So,
Right. Do you
the
have a
ability,
sample of your macrame?
um, right inside, I do
Oh,
actually. If
okay.
you give me 2 seconds,
Just a big version of the little owl.
a big version. I do have a big version of the little owl. That's exactly what they are. They're really
Right.
big versions. So yeah, massive version of this little
Yeah.
dude. Um, And there are also just the wall hangings. They're actually long ones that have the
Yeah.
drapes and then the extra pieces. Those are really cool. And I've been actually making them a lot more now too.
Oh, cool.
Um, and
Awesome.
it does surprise me because I had one of the really big owls that I normally make in just white or cream. I've had
Yeah.
somebody ask me to make it in hot pink and orange, bright orange, which is a very
Nice.
interesting mix. And I can't
Yeah.
wait to see what it looks like. But I would
Yeah.
never have done that without their request. So
Mm.
that's
Yeah.
another thing I love so much about it.
Yes. Because your business is around about what they want, what your
That's
customers want.
Yeah.
Yes. Fabulous. So if you can advise your younger self on how to be an amazing person, what would you say?
Stop listening to everyone else. Stop trying to make everyone happy because it's not going to happen. You need to make you happy and you need to find out what makes you happy.
Yes. Very, very wise. And lastly, tell me a funny story.
Okay. Funny story. It has to be with the kids, of course, because my
Right?
kids are crazy.
Yeah.
I managed to get us a once in a lifetime style road trip last year, and it was 2 weeks. And I drove us all the way down south and all the way back up north.
Yeah.
And one of the stops, of course, had to be the snow
Yeah.
because you've got to see the snow once in your life.
Yes.
And we had a great day. We tobogganed, I tobogganed. That
Yeah.
was fun. But it was getting time to go because the blizzard was kicking up. So I said to my kids, all right, guys, do me one more snow angel. And I turned around and like, we're doing it. I'm like, what? I've turned around, they're face down
Oh.
doing snow angels. Face down snow. I'm like, guys, it's not a snow angel. So they're a little different, but they loved it. And that was
Oh,
it just made us
beautiful.
laugh all the way.
That must be so much fun being in the snow if you've never been before.
Yes, yeah, it was so different. Like I had been when I was younger, but coming
Yeah.
back to it and then with my kids, and it was just the consistency is so different to what you expect, and it's just amazing. It really is.
Wonderful. Must be fun and exhilarating. There you go, beautiful people. Thank you so much for listening and watching our podcast together. If you enjoy the few things that Wendy showcased earlier, please connect with Wendy at the end of the podcast. You will be able to see her shopping link. So definitely connect with her. And if you're not yet a member of Amazing Community Bazaar, please at the end of the podcast, you will see the link as well to join us, whether you are a small business owner or you are not a small business owner. We would love to have you there as a potential customer or as a potential chosen vendor. There you go, beautiful people. Keep well and lots of love. Thank you so much, Wendy, for joining us.
Thank you.